I was playing with Lego bricks this morning with my daughter, and then I created this throne somehow with some kind of Liza Minnelli look-alike queen on a throne, and with some kind of cat person on the top, and of course a panda bear and a lion, private lion. And then I also created this elephant dude without the nose. What do you call it in English? I don't know. English is not my native language, so this is my first English video. There's this guy on top of the elephant, and then there's this lady on a horse, ranger kind of person. And then I thought, why not just make a video using Crown and Skull? Because on one of the last pages it has an interesting little bit. So it has this build to miniature. At many RPG tables, a player will build a character based on the details of a miniature or portrait. These characters can be handy in the same way. Greythorn needs 2 iron choppers, crossbow, bundle of handmade bolts, and bear fur cloak as shown. Building a playable version of Ib Goggins, I don't know who that is. He'll need a unique flintlock rifle using the custom equipment rules, and so on. This method can make character building more fun and intuitive than simply starting from scratch. So, instead of a miniature or portrait or visual concept inside of my head, I thought, why not use these characters? So that's what I'm trying to do now. We of course have this ranger type, and this elephant dude, and this Liza Minnelli queen with the lion, and then the cat person assassin, of course, or bodyguard, henchman, I don't know what you call it. Not the panda bear, because the panda bear is like some kind of jewelry. It just shows that Liza Minnelli is a rich person, just like in real life, of course. So let's get into it. We start with custom character creation. We always have 50 hero points to buy stuff, and stuff is equipment, and it's skills, and it's whatever else you can buy and customize. So it's for customizing and buying all kinds of stuff. Equipment, magic, companions, and everything. This is a point buy system. But I think it's a bit cumbersome to always have to calculate everything when you create a character. So I would like to do it the other way around. I will create the character with everything, and then I will calculate at the end what the cost for this character is. So it might not fit inside these 50 hero points. So which one should I start with? I think I'll take this. The ranger woman on a horse. I think it's an easy one. She doesn't really have any equipment. We don't know what skills she does have. But if we stick to the custom character creation steps, let's look at the flaws first. Which weaknesses does she have? Let's see. Bad reputation, no. Ancient, no. Ascetic, something. You frown on possessions. No, she's not that materialistic, I think. Is she an addict? Does she look like an addict to you? Is she crazy? No. Disorganized? Drunkard? Employed? Greedy? Grudge? You have been wronged and hold it against an individual or group unjustly. When you encounter them, you behave terribly. Injured. This common flaw should be taken a few times in a character's lifetime. An injury brings a -1 maximum skill inventory. Just a kid? No. Paranoid? No. Phobia? Nah. You have a nemesis out there. She might actually have some enemies, but she's more like a go-getter for the Liza Minnelli Queen. She's the one going out for hunts and maybe to bring messages and stuff like this. Maybe she's unlucky. Let's just roll a d20. Disorganized. Where do you put that? When seeking anything but your most used items and armor, roll 9 or less on a d20 to find it. Okay. She's disorganized. I don't know where to write this. I guess it will be over here. So she's disorganized. I have to roll 9 or less, or I can't find stuff in my bag, basically. Okay, next up we have the core ability. It costs 15 points. This is one of the most useful mechanical aspects of your character. And you can only ever choose one, so choose wisely. This is almost like choosing a class. Although it's a classless system, which I like. So, let's look at the core abilities. Battle Master, Brutal Fighter, Druid, Master of Wilderness. Gain the tracking and hunting skills for free, each at 9. When outdoors, gain +3 on all skills. Okay, she's Druid. I don't know where to put stuff on the character sheet in general. It doesn't have any headers. Doesn't matter though. Okay. That's 15 points. -5 for the floor. Next up is skills. And it has a cost, buy cost, pay 1 to 1 point for skills. Minimum value 3, maximum 18. Upgrade cost, pay 1 point to add a +1 to a skill and so on. Okay, she definitely has animal training, right? Charm or induce an animal companion to perform simple actions. Can only be used with one animal at a time. She does have this nice little horse. I don't know why I said little. It's not little. So that's she's supposed to have maybe. Oh yeah, and skills are down here. So animal companion. Animal companion 8. Climber 4. Forage 8. So I changed forage to 4 and put hunting to 8. Because she's a hunter, obviously. And medical 4. One confusing thing about this game is actually the skill points, because does it mean that I can't do anything if I don't have the skill? Or am I just good at it? Can I climb a surface normally? I'm without rolling because I have the skill, and then if it's a very sheer surface, I might climb it with 4, which other people can't do. I'm not sure. Please comment in the comment section. I'd like to know that. It's a bit confusing. So I just added riding 7. Because she's a horseback expert. So now I already have 10 plus 35. This is for the skills, this is for the rest. So that, and I haven't even bought equipment yet. So this is bad. I have to reduce some of these skills. Okay, so I removed the climbing skill, the forage skill, and the medical skill, because they are nice to have, but they're not need to have. I think Animal Companion is a need to have because of the toy, because she has an animal. And hunting is logical and riding is necessary. So climbing wasn't really necessary. So now I have the skills. And the skills are at 22 points now. Next up we have equipment. It says visualize your character and spend your precious points on the equipment you need to satisfy the concept. Well, I have the visualization but no equipment. Would it be a stereotype to give her a bow? But she is hunting after all. I think she might have a bow. So let's see. A wood axe. Nice. And a longbow. 3 points. So the equipment has all kinds of special features, which is why I have to write it with very small text. Maybe they could have left a bit more space for that, because we have a lot of empty space on the sides and not here. And this is actually the important stuff. Okay, so now she has a wood axe to throw and a longbow. Wait, that's 2 ranged weapons. That's not really necessary. Okay, so I gave her a short sword instead. D6 and use in tight spaces. Longbow D8 damage, and on max damage I can fire it once more. So that's 4 points of equipment. Next up, buy, customize or scratch build spells. She's not a magic user. She might have some druidic nature magic stuff, but she doesn't. So next up, acquire and customize a companion. It's horse time. If your character concept includes a small familiar, falcon, pet or mount, use these rules and pay the points needed. Okay, so the horse is definitely a 12-point companion. Large animals or retainers. A tiger, wolf, bear or condor is considered the largest of companions. Wait a second. Actually, the horse is down in this section, in the basic equipment, large items section. Transports 2 people at 4 times walking speed. Costs only 5 points. So, this horse is actually equipment. I wonder if I can change that. If the horse is just a piece of equipment, it's like a gadget or a useful item. If she tries to do something like catching a train in a Western setting, or like jumping a chasm, I don't know. And to carry stuff, of course. But if we make it a 12-point companion, and I think we should be able to do that. It's that kind of game. If it's cool, right? Then we could give it some skills. Actually, if it's a 12-point companion, it gets D8 attacks, which is like the hoofs. It's standing and attacking. And it gets 3 skills with a value of 9 and 9 defense. Okay. This is a bit confusing to me. Attack is one of the skills. Roll damage with natural weapons. What does that mean? If it already has D8 attacks. Maybe if it's a retainer, a person with like no weapons. I don't know. I think the horse already has that. Okay, so one cool skill is pin down. Roll to pounce on a foe and pin it. Versus rolls encouraged. So this horse gets like up on its legs and pins down a person. That's very mean and cool. So the horse has pin down 9, report 9. Like it can scout an area in d4 rounds and report back. Might come in handy. And it can stand watch. So it's not the most athletic creature, but well, horses aren't really. So the next step is step 8, choose your lineage. It's got 5 lineages. She's just plain old human being. And the last step is finish. To clean up leftover points. I don't think I have them, but I will calculate how many points I've used. So actually, I made it under 50 points. It's only 48 points. It's 10 for the floor and for the other one. What did you call it? The core ability. 22 for the skills, 4 for the equipment, and 12 for the horse. Maybe I should buy just a bit more equipment stuff. Like for instance a bear trap. Then I'm at 50. So this is the first character. Now she only needs a name. I even put a picture on the sheet. For the name I use Knave because it has some very good tables. 88 female names. Secret. Surnames. 81 Slither. 10 Bridge. So this is Secret Slitherbridge. She has a horse, a short sword, a longbow, a bear trap. Animal companion skill, hunting skill, riding skill. But she's disorganized, but she's also a druid. Oh, wait a minute. She actually gets the tracking and hunting skill because she's druid. So this is a freebie. So she's got hunting 9 and tracking 9. So I can actually delete 8 points, which brings me to 42. And when she's outdoors, she gets +3 on all skills. And I think that's it. That's the first of the characters finished. If you would like to see me do the others as well, just leave a comment or like or subscribe, and then I will look at the rest. Bye.